Talk about, Khalil, what you've learned in this short amount of time putting together Sparrow's fortune.
I could talk about this for like an hour and a half by myself for real. I think I'll start with the fact that it takes patience more than anything. I talk about it all the time. Like my first idea of an artist collective really began in 2017. Like that's when I realized, like, no, I want to work with other people. Um, but I'm glad that didn't happen right there because I wouldn't have had the wisdom or the knowledge or the understanding that it takes to really be in a collective with other people because it's not just me. Like I can have an idea and I can have like, oh, let's do this, but it's not that easy when Morgan's sitting next to me and Morgan like, I don't like that. You know what I mean? Or when it's like planning time and it's like, okay, well, I can side with Morgan when she talked a little bit about the rushness of some things because it's like, okay, when you're working with a collective of people, that timing comes full circle when it comes to actually working and getting things done. So I learned a lot about having to manage myself, manage my time, manage my capacity to do things, but also it developed me a lot more as a leader to be able to recognize other people's capacity, to be able to recognize the abilities and recognize a difference between someone's potential and their purpose. Like there is some things that again I wouldn't ask Morgan to do because I know Morgan like okay she can do it, but does she thrive in that area? And being mindful of those types of things, it has uh, excelled us greatly because we've been able to, like Morgan said, recognize our strengths and recognize our areas of improvement and work through those areas to help each other uh, excel more individually, but also help each other excel more as a collective too. So I'll say over this past year, I've definitely learned a lot more when it comes to leadership, but also a lot more when it comes to managing people and being present for them too. Because I think a lot of times, as what most people would call like the head of an organization, it's easy to allow my ego to get in the way or allow oh, y'all doing this way and I don't like that. You know what I mean? But be mindful of what it means to be in the field with the people I'm working with, to be in the field with Morgan when something, when she can't make a rehearsal, it's like, okay, how can we manage this to make it a little bit better for all of us to be present? Okay, sometimes we can't meet in person. Let's talk, let's do it on the phone. You know what I mean? So being mindful of getting creative with adversity.